Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is Soulology, the science of the soul. The Matrix. We go through life going through all these illusions, believing that our whole entire life is about just eat, sleep, work, repeat. And then we add on having a family, having to buy a new house, maybe new car and everything. We think all these materialistic things matter, but none of this is really important. How to know simply if you are stuck in the Matrix. Number one is simply this. If you watch a lot of TV, or as I believe it was Eddie Griffin said, a comedian, telling lies to your vision, you have to understand that the TV is really just, think of it like a campfire story. Or back in ancient times, people didn't have TV, but they told stories. Television tells stories to you. News stories, fake stories, stories to keep you laying here, stories to program your mind, stories to inspire you, and sometimes it's good, but personally, it's meant to program your mind, to listen and obey and believe everything you hear. We watch the TV and we don't realize that not only that, it gives us radiation poisoning that can do a lot of damage to our body. If you watch a lot of TV, if you sit down religiously and just watch it when you come home, watch it all the time, because personally, for me, per week I watch about maybe an hour to 2 hours worth of TV. I don't personally care too much for TV. I have other things I can be doing with my life and growing myself and who I truly am. When you see and notice this, take some time away from the TV and see what will happen to you when you're not near the TV. It was like, for me personally, it was like being an addict. It is hard at first, and that's give or take whoever you are. If maybe you enjoy the TV, maybe you don't. But once I got away from the TV set and I started reading more and paying attention to more things out there in life, I didn't really care or have a concern with what was on the TV or what's on the media or anything, because there are so many things that people want to tell you, so many things that people get scared of in the world, and not realizing that this is just telling lies to your vision. When you step aside from the TV, it allows you to realize that you have no control over what happens there outside your world, but you do have control of what happens inside your world. And taking that time to grow your world will allow you to not really care what happens out there, but observe it and find what works for you. 2, if you're just still eating the same foods. We love our food, but I don't think we ever think in a sense that other animals around us are just like you. They have a soul like you. Some people believe that animals don't have souls, but if you've truly ever looked into an animal, looked into their eyes, you will realize they truly do have a soul. We keep other animals with us and make them feel special, and then we get rid of some others and we eat them and kill them. But here's the craziest thing. You see, what you give to another, you give to yourself. We separate animals and we kill others. We separate each other and we do harm to others. Now that's something to think about. When you stop the killing and start understanding life around you, both animals and plants, and who they are, knowing that they're one with you, you realize in a sense that there's much more to life than what meets the eye and what people tell you. People tell you that you should eat animals because you need the protein. But nobody ever told you that you could get protein from other areas. You can get it from black beans, pinto beans. You can get it from spirulina. You can get it from chlorophyll. Or I might have it incorrect, but it's a part of the wall of a plant cell that can benefit your body in the protein. You can get it from chia seeds, cacao powder, flax seeds. All these have beneficial protein, and the one I use personally for myself is spirulina because it has 3 times more protein than beef itself and most food products. So seeing what works for you and benefiting you helps. But number 3 is simply this. You know you're in the matrix if you separate yourself from everybody else out there. Like I said, we separate animals from other animals. And what you give to another, you give to yourself. We believe so deeply that separation exists in this world that the way we treat our animals is the exact way we treat ourselves. We think dogs, cats, and birds are okay, but I don't know about that cow. I don't know about that pig. I think I want to eat those things. We do harm to people just because of how they look. And when I had literally stopped eating, it was a slow process for me. I stopped eating high fructose corn syrup, a lot of sugary fats. I slowly stopped eating bacon because it wasn't good for me anyways. Because you are what you eat, and some animals eat everything, which will be back inside you. We talk about pork and shrimp. Many of them will eat anything, including their own feces, their own. I've even seen one that mortified me and stopped me from eating it in the first place with the simple fact of seeing an animal eat another animal. And I was consuming that animal. An animal of which I loved, which was a dog. I stopped eating that, and then I slowly stopped eating less meat, and then I realized from a mentor of mine to change what I was doing. Sorry. Seems some bugs are enjoying this conversation, but a mentor of mine had shown me to try the 7-day vegan challenge because isn't your wealth your health? And when I did that and changed who I am, I had more sufficient energy, more energy to push myself, and more to grow who I truly am in understanding the world around me.